Dear students, I hope you all are fine at your home. Today we are going to start unit 3rd of environmental sciences, that is soil degradation. The first topic is soil classification, profile, composition and the organism present in the soil. Now as you can see in the PDF that soil has been derived from the Latin word solum, which means earthy material necessary for the growth of plant. Soil may be defined as the mixture of organic as well as weathered rock material present in the uppermost part of the soil crust. Now, soil is formed by the number of physical, chemical, biological processes occurring slowly for a long period of time. It is an important abiotic factor in which the root grows, anchor the plant and supplies necessary water and nutrients to the plant. So the science which deals with the study of soil is called as pedology or edaphology. Edaphos means soil. Now this term pedology you have to remember because most of the time in the 1 mark question it is asked that what is pedology or what is the science of the soil is called. Now the classification of the soil. Not only one type of soil is present in this atmosphere, so we need to know the different types of the soil present in the or what is the composition of the soil present in our atmosphere. Soil types based upon the size of the soil particles. Now here in this table particle diameter is given and name of the soil is given. More than 5 mm, that is called as gravel. From 5 to 2 mm it is fine gravel. From 2 mm to 0.2 mm it is coarse sand, and from 2.2 to 0.02 mm it is fine sand, and from 0.02 to 0.002 mm it is silt, and less than 0.002 it is clay. Now besides the shape, size and texture, the soil can be classified in terms of the ability to influence growth of plant. The soil can influence at the level of passage of air and water, availability of nutrients, workability in chemical reaction. The different types of soils are sand, silt and clay. Now what is sand? This fraction of soil contain coarse, textured, loose and variable particle which can be seen by the naked eye. You must have observed different types of soil in the atmosphere present around you people. You can identify that this soil is sand, this is silt and this is clay. That is depending upon their size, texture and their quality to absorb water. Now sand is not suitable for the growth of plant. Another type is silt. It consists of textured mixture of soil particles of size intermediate in between sand and clay. Now the dry condition, it is flour like आटा आप देखते हैं उसकी तरह दिखता है, but when it is wet it is like a plastic. Now it has a greater water holding capacity. आपकी सैंड जो है वाटर होल्डिंग कैपेसिटी नहीं है, लेकिन सिल्ट की वाटर होल्डिंग कैपेसिटी अच्छी है, hence it is fertile soil. Now the clay soil, it is fine textured soil and its colloidal dimension is 10 to 1000 A. It is actively participates in physicochemical reaction of the soil. It is storehouse of water. That means it absorbs maximum amount of water and nutrients for the plant. So it is nutrient poor soil seen in heavy rainfall areas near equator, and from this soil the mineral substances are leached out into the deeper part of the soil. Now according to this classification, as we have seen that silt is the most fertile soil among sand, silt and clay. Next is soil profile. Profile means it is the structure of the soil. When we cut a vertical section of the soil, the different layers which we see in the soil, and these are called as horizon. The first horizon is O horizon, It is surface layer of the soil and also known as topsoil. This is the most fertile layer of the soil with organic material in decomposed and semi-decomposed state. The O horizon can be further divided into O1 and O2 horizon. अब O1 horizon जो है वो किससे बना होता है? It is formed by the freshly fallen leaves and twigs which decompose and form this layer. Then it is O2. O2 is partially decomposed organic matter known as detritus, and this layer is known as duff layer. The lower portion of O2 contains completely decomposed organic matter called humus. Now, as it is visible from the diagram which is there in your screen, you can identify different layers. Now, the dark color, that is black color layer, which is seen in this picture at the topmost, is O horizon. O horizon is also called as the top layer. It is the most fertile part of the soil, and it takes 100 of years to form this layer. Once this layer is washed away with water, your soils become infertile. Now the next layer which we see below horizon O, that is A horizon. It is the zone of elevation in which the material are brought to aqueous suspension for downward movement inside the soil. This is further subdivided into three zones, A1, A2 and A3. Now A1 की क्या qualities है? It is dark color layer containing relatively higher quantity of completely decomposed organic matter mixed with mineral, and this layer contains soil bacteria and fungi. Second is A2. It is light colored layer as compared to A1 and contain less amount of humus. And A3, it is the transition zone merging between horizon B. This layer may be absent in some soil. Next is B horizon. As you can see in the diagram, below A horizon, B horizon is present. This is the zone of alluviation in which most of the material leached out of A zone are precipitated. Beside in this zone, the organic compounds are converted into inorganic compound by decomposers like bacteria. Next is B1, B2 and B3 layer. These are the sub layers of B horizon. So the A1, A2, A3 layers of horizon A and B1, B2, B3 layers of horizon B constitute the true soil or soilum. अब अर्थवॉर्म आपने देखे होंगे सॉइल के बीच में. अर्थवॉर्म और बहुत तरह के अलग अलग इंसेक्ट्स जो हैं दे आर प्रेजेंट इन द ट्रू सॉइल विच हेल्प्स टू मेक द सॉइल रिच. सो these microorganisms helps to become the soil fertile, and these are necessary for the soil. Next is C horizon. It is a light colored layer composed of partially weathered parent rock and is devoid of organic material. As you can see in the diagram, C layer is quite visible and it is called as subsoil. Parent rock is there, and before C, C, B horizon and A and O horizon are there. Below C horizon, R horizon is there, which is parent rock, from where the withering starts and soil start forming. Next is composition of soil. That what are the chief components of the soil? That is, soil is made up of inorganic matter 40%, organic matter 10%, soil water and soil air. So these all components of the soil makes it fertile and infertile. Now inorganic matter mainly composed of calcium, aluminium, magnesium, iron, silicon, potassium and sodium. These elements are necessary for the soil to become fertile. Next is organic matter. The chief organic component of the soil is black colored homogeneous complex material contributed by living organism known as humus. The organic material are either the byproduct of living organism or their decomposed bodies after the death. अब ऑर्गेनिक मैटर हमने इसमें देखा, ऑर्गेनिक मैटर आया कहाँ से? या तो लिविंग मैटर का बाय प्रोडक्ट्स है, जैसे आपका काउ डंग है, जब आप देखते हैं उसको डीकम्पोज हो जाता है तो वो सॉइल में मिक्स होके सॉइल की फर्टिलिटी को बढ़ाता है। उसी तरह से फ्रेशन वॉल आपके फॉलन लीव्स हैं, ट्विग्स हैं, known as litter, gradually decomposed by the decomposers, and decomposed organic debris is called as detritus, which is mixed with the soil, it gives humus. तो humus क्या है? On combination with file clay material forms a colloidal complex. This colloidal complex increases the water holding capacity of the soil. So we have seen that inorganic and organic matter both are important for increasing the fertility of the soil. The next is soil water. अब water कहाँ से आया? Water is stored in soil through rain, dew drops, snow, hail, irrigation. The role of soil water is multidimensional. It acts as a solvent, it acts as a transporting agent. You all know that roots absorb water and minerals from the soil and transport different nutrients to the different parts of the plant. It maintains soil texture and arrangement of soil particles. It maintains the soil suitable for living organism. So the water present in the soil can be in the form of gravitational water, hydroscopic water, capillary water or water vapors. Gravitational water, ground water which flows downwards due to the action of gravity. Hygroscopic water is water molecules present around soil particles. Capillary water is intercellular spaces of soil particles in the form of capillary network. Their water is present. That water is known as capillary water. Or water vapors, water present in the form of vapors or moisture. Now the fourth component of the soil is air. The gases present in the pore spaces in between the soil particles is known as the air. Now soil contains oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide and water vapors. In soil air, CO2 amount is comparatively larger but oxygen content is small when these are compared with atmospheric air. Soil air provide aeration of the soil which in turns help in absorption of water by the roots of plants. Now the next component of the soil is soil organism. Many organisms are present, as I have earlier said that many organisms are present. They can be microfauna, microflora, mesofauna and microfauna. Now माइक्रोफोना में आपके आते हैं प्रोटोजोन्स, माइट्स एंड नेमेटोड्स, रोटिफोर्स. जैसे आपके चूहे वगैरह सॉइल के अंदर रहते हैं वो सब माइक्रोफोना में आते हैं. देन माइक्रोफ्लोरा में आपके बैक्टीरिया, फंजाई हैं जो कि डिकम्पोजिशन का काम करते हैं. ब्लू ग्रीन एल्गी है, सॉइल बैक्टीरिया, फंजाई हैं. मीज़ोफोना में आपके आते हैं जैसे स्पाइडर्स हैं, इंसेक्ट्स लार्वे हैं, माइट्स हैं, मायरापॉड्स हैं. माइक्रोफोना में आपके आते हैं सेंटीपीड्स, मिलीपीड्स हैं, आपके बरोइंग वर्टिब्रेट्स हैं, अर्थवॉर्म्स हैं. ये सब आपकी जो है वो soil organisms हैं and these are very important component of the soil, help in its fertility, increasing its fertility. Now the uses of soil. Why we are studying this topic of soil? Because the soil is very important component of our biosphere and it is important because it acts as a habitat for terrestrial plants, animals and microbes. Second, its quality determines the distribution of plants and animals. You all know, many times I have told you in the class also that the fertility of soil is very important for increasing the economic standard of a country. If the soil is fertile, the economic condition of the country will be good. It provides nutrients and water to the plant for their growth and metabolism. It is used as building material. Many building materials we get from soil. As we take one example, bricks we made from the soil. Now it acts as a buffer for change of temperature for the flow of water and solute between the atmosphere, ground and surface water. So these are the importance of soil. Now in this topic we have studied what is soil, what is the science of the soil called, what is the composition of soil, that is the soil is composed of different different materials and we have studied them. Then profile, which is very important question of this topic, that is different layers of the soil, and mostly it comes in the examination. So this profile you have to study, and the diagram, especially the diagram, practice this diagram, draw it in your notebook and learn the different layers and their function and the different types of the soil. It is a full-fledged topic of this unit 3, soil types, Indian classification of the soil, that is different types of the soils present in India, that we will study separately. So this is all about today's topic. Stay safe and be at your home.